Hello everyone and welcome back to Phoenix Wright Ace Attorney Trials and Tribulations, where we're Edgeworth, which is really all you need to know about what's going on right now. We just talked to Gumshoe, got about as much help as you'd assume we'd get from Gumshoe. I think we're ready to move on. Where can we go? Detention center, we were just there, so let's go to the main gate. Azakura Temple, main gate. Yo, Edgy, what took you so long? I'm so cold, my brain's turned to sherbet.
I knew it was a mistake to race back to this country.
What do you mean?
Wright is going to be fine, and the case itself isn't anything unusual. And I find myself taking a request to defend a woman accused of murder.
Hey, wait a sec. Hold it. Objection. You don't get to say that. What's going on here, Mr. Edgeworth?
It's hard to explain, but one thing led to another, and...
What kind of lame excuse is that? You call yourself a defense attorney? I don't think Larry knows what he's saying. Prosecutor Edgeworth is a prosecutor, and that's why he's Prosecutor Edgeworth. Prosecutor Edgeworth, defense attorney, just sounds plain old weird, pal. Right, Prosecutor Edgeworth? I'm not sure what role I'm supposed to be playing anymore. Dude, Edgy, I don't see you for a couple years and your heart turns to sherbet. Why does he have sherbet on the brain?
I'd say more like sorbet. It is rather cold here.
Iris didn't murder her, someone else did it. I just know it, okay? So trust me on this one.
Never the romantic, aren't you, Larry? Nevertheless, I'll do what I can to prove her innocence.
At least until I pass the baton on to Wright, that is. Oh, good. We start with Gumshoe, now we're on to Larry. Good. Great. This is exactly what I was hoping for. Man, I'm telling you, Iris is so cute. Right, Edgy? You think so too, don't you? What's wrong? Why are you so quiet?
To put it simply, your comment has me highly concerned. Could it be that the reason you think she's innocent?
Come on, a girl that cute can't possibly be a murderer.
I was right after all. I should never have come back.
No, don't worry. I see things for how they really are this time. Honest. I had a penny for every time you said that. It's just that, well, Iris is a delicate flower. Can't force things too much. You know what I mean?
I have no idea what you're talking about, Larry.
Oh, forget it. I didn't say anything. I feel like I just missed something there. Yeah, I'm with Edgeworth.
Larry, where were you and what were you doing on the night of the crime?
Ooh.
Larry.
What? Don't tell me. You think I might have done it?
Well... What?
Get lost, go back on your charter jet and get out of my sight, you creep. And I hope your plane crashes and you die.
I'll ask just one more time. On the night of the murder, where were you and what were you doing?
As I suspected, psycholocks. I love that. I'm sorry, man. You know me. I just don't remember. My short-term memory's a wreck, dude. Alright, let's see what we got. Oh my god, I love that. This has me so excited for the Edgeworth games. Which we are gonna play Apollo Justice next. I might at that when we finish Apollo Justice, I kind of want to see. I'm hoping that they'll announce another collection of games and they'll bring the second Edgeworth game over. But we'll cross that bridge when we get there.
All right, now you're going to tell me what you really saw last night.
Whoa, you're really upset, aren't you, Edgy? Oh, okay, I'll talk.
Huh? That was a bit too easy.
Yeah, anyway, it was awesome. Never seen anything like it. At around 10 o'clock last night, it started thundering. I'd been sleeping, I'm not sure for how long. Suddenly, zing, the world in front of me went white. like I'd just been slapped in the face by my old girlfriend, Naomi.
And then
it was on fire. The bridge was on fire.
Dusky Bridge caught on fire. Are you saying you saw it with your own eyes?
Hey, why are you giving me the evil eye? I'm telling the truth. There's still psycho locks remaining. That means he's still trying to hide something.
By the way, Larry, where were you when you saw that happen?
Where, you say? What do you mean?
What do you mean, what do I mean? Just answer the question.
I was in my own room by the main hall. Where else would I be?
As usual, you're as transparent as an empty jelly jar. The problem, I suspect, lies there.
There? What do you mean, there?
It's impossible for you to have seen the lightning strike Dusky Bridge from your room.
Do we have a temple map? Yep. I don't know if that necessarily, like... whatever.
This is a map of the area. Take a look around the vicinity of Hazakura Temple.
What am I looking for?
I think that should be fairly obvious. The main hall is surrounded by trees, and it's impossible to see the bridge from here.
What? Why didn't you tell me that before? Got him.
Well, how about it?
How about what?
Do you feel like talking now?
About what? Looks like it won't be that easy after all.
You leave me no choice. I'll have to move on to the next step. You weren't in your room at the temple, so then where were you?
You don't know I wasn't in my room. So where was Larry and why was he there? If I've read the situation up to this point correctly, the answer is fairly obvious.
Very well then, let's test my theory.
I don't think we know this. Like, and again, it's one of those things where I don't know, like, how specific we need to be. Yeah, I feel like we just can't know this yet. Because it can't be the inner temple. Because that would put him on the wrong side of the bridge. Like, would he have been just, like, right in front of it? Is there some, like... I don't know, like, on the one hand, I feel like this is just pointing at a map. Like, we should be able to... There shouldn't be anything else we need, necessarily. Right? Because we should have, like, everything that we need. Yeah, I don't know. We'll come back. We'll come back to this. Looks like I still don't have enough information. I need to investigate further and gather some more evidence. I'm torn. Again, because it's the map, unless something gets added to the map, but I don't see how that would work. That, like, it seems like we should be able to just, like, poke around and guess and eventually get it. But it would be really helpful to know, for us to have evidence as to where he was, which I don't think we have. There's really only one place that he could have seen it from. That would have been, like, right in front of the bridge. Alright, I think as long as we have places to go, I'm not gonna sweat that too much. Just came from the bridge. Let's go to the main hall. Hazakura Temple Main Hall. Oh, it's Bikini. Hey, hello there. So how you feeling? Alright, I suppose. Huh? Who is this?
Hi, my name is Miles Edgeworth.
Oh my, a handsome boy such as yourself is always welcome. If circumstances weren't so tragic, I might just...
Please don't call me boy. I'm sorry to trouble you, but I'm looking for a woman in a bikini.
Oh, Edgeworth. Well, you found her. Now what can I do for you?
I'm sorry, but I don't see any bikinis.
If you ask nicely, I might give you a peek, big boy. Mr. Edgeworth. This is the head nun, Sister Bikini. She's the witness.
Why didn't you tell me that earlier? This is exactly why your salary keeps getting cut.
Oh, my stomach is already growling in protest. So, what's the latest about my beloved Iris?
Well, first, I want to hear what you know. First, I'd like to ask you about last night.
Well, last night we had an acolyte here for training. After dinner, the two of us went to the training hall in the inner temple. She must be talking about Maya.
Approximately what time was that?
I suppose it was about 9 when we left here. Training lasts all night long. It's extremely exhausting. The channeling dojo's head nun must be in attendance at all times to keep watch. Wow, you're right, that does sound exhausting.
Detective, this is no time for flattery.
Sorry.
Sometime around 11, you witnessed the incident in the courtyard. But your duty was in the inner temple. Why did you come back here?
The way you're staring at me, I'm starting to get goosebumps. Oh. Ugh, I'm starting to get goosebumps myself, but for a decidedly different reason. Oh, you get the chills pretty easily, don't you, Mr. Edgeworth? Alright, why don't you tell us what you saw?
Alright then, I'd like you to tell me exactly what you saw in the courtyard.
It must have been past 11. No, I can't say it. It's too much for my poor heart. Hey, calm down, lady. Let go of my thigh. I saw 2 people. One of them was lying on the ground. The other one was stabbing her from the back with a sword. Do I buy this? I'm starting to not buy this.
Did you see this criminal with your own eyes?
I didn't want to believe what I was seeing, but it was Iris.
You must have been quite shocked.
Of course she was. Try putting yourself in her shoes. It'd be like if you were stabbing Mr. Wright smack in the middle of a courtroom, and I happened to witness it from the witness stand. I'd be pretty shocked too. I know it sounds insane, but that's what I saw. And when I finally realized what I was seeing, I screamed, and then I passed out. Fortunately for us, her testimony seems to be pretty solid. No, there are definitely parts that don't add up. However, the idea of Iris doing such a foul act seems unnatural.
Unnatural.
The girl I know simply isn't capable of this sort of foulness. Wonder what she means by that. Yeah, we'll get to that. It's interesting. I'm wondering what direction they're gonna go with this, because they've spent the whole game building up like Iris is this evil, manipulative, terrible person. And so, like, are they playing on that like you spend the whole chapter thinking, oh, she's guilty, she did it, like we're gonna have to prove it? Or are they gonna like flip that on you and she actually is innocent?
As the head nun, it's your duty to stay with the acolyte at all times, correct?
Yes, that's correct. I know I may look strong, but the truth is, I've got a bad lower back.
A bad lower back.
Yes, it's especially bad in the winter. So bad I can't even lift a bucket. Do you remember how cold it was last night? My bad back felt as stiff as frozen glass. I just wanted to take a nice hot bath to ease my aching back. That's why I returned to the main hall.
So you left the disciple all alone?
Oh, don't be ridiculous. I would never do that. That's why I ordered Iris to the inner temple right after she had rung the bell for lights out. Yes, but she never went to the inner temple, did she? So did this head nun actually see Iris there? I'd better try to get some more details. Yeah, let's, acolyte.
So who is this acolyte that was to train at the inner temple?
Her name is Maya Fey. I treated her very badly, I'm ashamed to say. And after she went through the trouble of signing up for the special course. Special course? It's a training session where you sit on a block of spirit ice and chant 30,000 times.
You don't mean to tell me she's still doing that over at the inner temple, do you?
No, of course not. You don't have to worry about that one little bit. She's probably died of hypothermia by now. Last night we still hadn't started the training session itself.
Well, that's good to hear.
Oh, dear, there's one thing I forgot to tell you. Uh-oh, I don't like the sound of this. Do you know that small girl? I believe she's Mystic Maya's little sister. Maya's a little sister? Oh, you mean Little Pearl. That's Maya Fey's cousin.
Little Pearl.
I thought she was going to visit Mystic Elise after we'd finished with dinner cleanup. But I haven't seen her at all since late last night. She's nowhere to be found.
You mean she was with the victim?
It's all the fault of my stupid creaky old back. Little girl who was with the victim on the night of the murder is gone. As they say, the plot thickens. Do I have any evidence I want to present? Let's see. Attorney's badge, yeah. Hanging scroll, yeah, tell me about this, actually. Huh, well, look what you found. That's the master of the crane channeling technique, Mystic Misty Fey.
Fey.
It's been nearly 20 years since Mystic Misty's disappearance. Apparently, she intended to pass on the master title to her daughter.
Who's this daughter?
Well, I myself am part of a branch family of the Fey clan, but even I'm not privy to information concerning the main family. Well, that's a demon warding hood. Acolytes are highly susceptible to possession by evil spirits, you know. That's why we always wear these for protection.
Oh, I see.
What are you waiting for? You won't get any protection just by holding it, you know. Put it on already.
No, I can't. I was just...
Oh, it's like it was made just for you, Mr. Edgeworth.
What do you mean by that, detective?
It looks absolutely marvelous. You've just got to keep it on for a while. Is this some sort of divine retribution? It's not to say they needed to like flip back and show him wearing it. Alright, I don't think we're gonna get anywhere with the map. Photo of Elise. Tell me what. Oh, how could such a terrible thing have happened? It's all my fault. Well, come on, lady. I don't think you need to take all the blame yourself. Quiet. What do you know anyway? Ouch, you're scary. That stupid 5 o'clock shadow and that stupid old coat of yours. It's too bad you weren't the one that disappeared. Wow. Why does she have to take it all out on me? Her anger does seem a little manufactured. So, She's a member of the Branch family, which makes me kind of suspicious. I'm a little bit suspicious of her. Alright. Anyone we want to present here? Tell me... Tell me about Larry. Oh. Oh, wait. It's the same thing. Okay.
You said you went with Maya to the training hall in the Inner Temple last night. Did you happen to see Iris while you were there?
Of course I saw her. I told her to meet us after ringing the 10 o'clock bell for lights out. So you're saying Iris came to the Inner Temple then? Of course she did. Iris has always been a good, obedient girl. After that, I had Iris help Mystic Maya begin her training. But that doesn't fit with Iris's story at all. She said she never went to the Inner Temple. As they say, the plot thickens. Tell me about Maya. She's a very important visitor, you know, an honored acolyte.
Honored? How so?
The Fey name is synonymous with the Korean channeling technique. Therefore, she must be a spirit medium of great power indeed. Now that you mention it, 1 year ago, there was a case that was about the master of the Korean channeling technique. Detective?
Detective, I detest talk of supernatural drivel. I suppose now you'll say she has midi-chlorians.
I got that reference. So it gives you the creeps, huh, Mr. Edgeworth? It's got nothing to do with it. Tell me about Pearls. Oh, this poor girl. Where could she have gone? Well, we checked out her home and she's not there. And she's nowhere in the vicinity of the temple either. Which means there's only a few other possibilities as to where she could be. Ah, do you think maybe she fell off the bridge and was carried downstream? Slap him.
Why do you have to be such a pessimist, Detective?
I was just trying to think like you, Mr. Edgeworth. Ironic, I became a pessimist only after I had the pleasure of working with you. That's fair. That's fair. Well, that didn't get me anywhere. Moving on. Oh, we can go to the courtyard. Okay. Yeah, definitely want to do that. And this is where the murder took place, sir. Other than removing the body, we left everything else untouched.
Thanks, Detective. I'll just have a look around.
Looks like the police are still investigating. Oh yeah, by the way, I thought I'd better ask you just to be sure. Are you really going to defend that nun Iris at the trial tomorrow?
Yes, I will. I gave her my word and now I must follow through with my commitment.
Well, in that case, I've got to be careful. Got to make sure I don't leak the prosecution's whole investigation.
Don't worry about it, Detective. Just keep your mouth closed and I think most of it will flow out on its own.
You got it, sir. I'll make sure it flows out like a water from a tap.
Yes, you do that, Detective.
How much has your runny spout leaked over the years? Alright, I think we'll interrogate Gumshoe in the next episode. I'm still trying to piece so much of this together. I feel like I figured out one of the bigger twists to this case. Assuming that I'm right about Elise being Misty. I feel like their mistake was they brought her up kinda out of nowhere. Misty, like, I'd kind of forgotten about her. That she was even alive, really. And then, like, her name comes up this trial, and that made me think. That's my big guess. I got that much so far. I'm operating under that assumption, and hopefully it doesn't come back to bite me. So, there we are. As always, thank you all so much for watching, and I'll see you next time.